Welcome to Battle Game of the Week. This is your host, Cursive. This is week one, and we have bpferg versus mjustin. bpferg was in the online season 2 league, went 4-3-3 and ranked number 30. mjustin, also in last season's online league, went 4-1-5 and ranked number 18. Let's see if they have what it takes to make the jump to the Pro Tour. All right, so we got the roll off. We got bpferg going first. Flipped over a 160 still versus mjustin 115 glow. So I believe we probably have a all still deck versus an all glow deck. Pretty common in the meta right now. Those are two of your most common ones. Looks like bpferg's coming out with Deep in the Playbook. And then what a better top four hand to come out with. Deep in the Playbook 1, followed up by Nasser and Nada. Going to draw 3 plays, only cost them 1 dog. Great combination here. Love to see it. So as a reminder, this is an intermediate league. We are playing the no bonus plays, no HD plays. This is what we're going to see at Nationals this year, 2026, for Spec 160. So bpferg has the ball rolling, follows up by Crystal Ball. It's another draw play, 2 for 20, 2 plays, sacrificing scheme, only upside. Again, trying to draw through his deck. That's the current meta, but we'll see if he can do it without the bonus plays and without the HD plays. One thing we do notice here is without no bonus plays, we're missing some of the big ones like instant refund, where you can recover all your dogs. So he comes out, plays back for the dumps. First turn, great, where you recover 3, your opponent gets 0. Balls up, roll some plays, cheap addition, and then the play booster, which is one of the things that you're going to need to probably try to draw through your deck. Again, up dog, victory dinner, feast or famine, and then hit you with a still defense. Good thing he went 160 first. mjustin going with a low card gave him some ability to even lower his power and still use a steel defense without having to bump it back up. So again, this is bpferg drawing the rest of his deck with play booster. We have the gameplay sped up a little bit. Trying to get to the highlights here. But again, this is something we weren't sure that was going to be able to happen if someone can draw through their deck without the HDD and bonus plays. So it looks like possible. Let's see if he can continue that and if he can recycle it, get to the plays he wants, and do a 4-0 sweep is what we've been seeing in the current meta when we allow the 2 bonus plays and HDD plays. My only concern here is hot dog recovery because, like I said, we are missing some of those big ones. He was able to recover 5 that first match. Going into match 2, we got a 150 still from bpferg and a 145 from mjustin. So it comes out with the refill and reload, instantly grabs still defense back. That's the strategy here, is we're wanting to lock down the ability for your opponent not to play anything. So we're going flash sale, and then recycle, taking all the plays that he used in that first round, which was 15. He played through half his deck in that first battle, puts them all back in. lucky enough to pull deep in the playbook again. Again, at this point, we already know he picked up still defense. He flipped over a 150. M. Justin's at a 145. He can easily just play that still defense and move on. But I'm guessing he's going to want to try to draw through as much of his deck as he can. So we played Pay the Price here. That's an interesting one. I kind of like it. When you're playing deep in the playbook and you're using those dice rolls to draw through your play, Pay the Price is -5 to your hero's power, to your opponent's hero's power for every dice roll. So there's two positive effects for you there. Draw a play and push your opponent's hero's power down. Then we go Lucky 7. It's going to cost you a roll some plays, which is massive in this scenario. Up dog 2 for 20. Victory dinner. Again, we're trying to get those hot dogs back. 10 per play, which I believe because he used, it's going to cost you. Recover 2 hot dogs, go down -15. He needed a bump back up. So we go still defense at the end, and we're going 2-0 pretty easily here for bpferg. So that is one thing we're hoping to accomplish in the intermediate league. These are people that generally aren't showing up to all the SCGs. They aren't necessarily veteran players. So it does take some playing through your deck, what we call shadow playing, to get familiar with it, get a little quicker, but also know, hey, I played Victory Dinner, I played It's Gonna Cost You, or whatever it is. Um, we are gonna know what you're gonna do at the end of the deck, win or lose, right? So we said Victory Dinner, Feast or Famine. When you take that game or battle, you're recovering the 5 hot dogs. You don't have to worry about going back through and seeing what you played. Some of the things become second nature. All right, moving on to battle 3. bpferg seems like he's got it rolling. All right, bpferg rolls over a 140. M Justin a 130. I don't know if this is a bad hero draw, but nothing too big on the board yet for M Justin. All right, we're still in the flash sale here. bpferg was able to recover all his hot dogs. Starts it out with a reload. We still have deep in the playbook. He's going to go crystal ball, get that dice roll in. And again, he reloaded, still defense here, but has that in his pocket. He's already up, and there it goes. 3-0. All right, M Justin looks like he's taking the appropriate move. Want to get something bigger here, make it a little harder. Substitutes, puts in a 145, which works out because bpferg flips over a 140. So this is the first time that we've seen M Justin be up on the flip. All right, bpferg goes only still. Let's see how that'll affect the all glow deck of M Justin. And then Nasty or Nada, he hits, goes to 170, and then passes it. This is the first opportunity M Justin's going to get to go ahead and play back. So M. Justin hasn't played any plays yet. Should have 7 plays, starting for the 3 for the end of the rounds. It's only used 2 dogs for the substitution, so 8 dogs, 7 plays. Should be in pretty good position to try to take this one. All right, comes over combo deal. He's technically at 140 because we have pay the price in effect. So he has come up 30. That cuts into 10. And then there was a question here. So M. Justin's wanting to play Weapon Sync. Weapon Sync says if the previous 2 heroes have the same weapon type, your current hero gets plus 20. Because we did play Only Still is one of the plays where it's for the rest of the game. Typically, are from that point it's played, it affects everything forward. So current battle forward. So because Weapon Sync says previous heroes, it's not counting the current. M. Justin's 3 glow heroes before are all previous. They stay glow. So Weapon Sync is in effect. So that'll give him the plus 20 and should tie this game. All right, we got some clarification from the judges. So in a online or in-person tournament, we would have paused. Judge would have came over. If that would have took 3 minutes, this game would have been granted 3 extra minutes when the rest of the games would have ended. Similar to penalty time in a soccer game. All right, M. Justin's calling it there. He let us know that he had some dice roll plays and maybe boost the power up a little bit, but with pay the price, didn't want to take the chance of missing out and lowering his power. So we're pushing on battle 4. All right, in the battle 5, we got a 135 still from bpferg, a 140 glow from M. Justin. Okay, no place from either side on M. Justin. No place from bpferg. Easy win. M. Justin takes it. Going into battle 6. All right, M. Justin has honors now after that win. bpferg passed with a 135 going back. M. Justin had the 140, so an easy just pass and take it. So again, M. Justin honors goes 2 for 20. He has a 155. bpferg has a 130, so he's up 25. 2 for 20 lowers that to 135. Still in the lead. Trash Bandit to pick up a hot dog, and he comes up with his own lockdown play, full court press, takes it. bpferg can't play. We move on to battle 7. All right, M. Justin still with honors. 160 glow versus a 125 still. It looks like M. Justin backloaded here. Probably scary initially, but it looks like it's paying off. bpferg 125 front loaded his heroes. M. Justin goes front run, alpha play. If your opponent hasn't played any heroes, plus 20. He is up to 180 to a 125, and then goes cheap edition with his last hot dog. He has some options here. I see flash sale. That would be 0. Could use with any other play in his hand, but he goes to pick up back from the dumps. Let's see if that helps him here. All right, this looks like it could be a mistake. bpferg was only down to, I think, his last 2 dogs. Now he has 5. He has 55 to make up here. A lot easier to deal with 5 dogs compared to 2. All right, M. Justin is passing here. He has Nasty Nada, but again, with pay for the price, that would possibly negative 15 to get 30, and that's not guaranteed. So we're past. All right, PP4 comes in. He's playing. Pick on someone your own size. That's all you needed for the two. That's going to push it. Only upside. Didn't get it. Didn't matter. Gets the tie. That goes down as a 3-2-2 bpferg. 3 wins, the 2 losses, the 2 ties. We're moving on to game 2. So the meta wasn't able to be completed. It wasn't a 4-0 sweep. It's good to see. M. Justin could have had a chance there. Curious to see if the back and the dumps really mattered at the end of there. But in game 2, PP Fergs taking honors. M. Justin went to go second. PP Ferg 160 to a 130. Wonder if PP Ferg's front loading again, and we'll see if M. Justin is back loading. I hope not. I think he learned his lesson. PP Ferg starts out with 2 plays. Rich for get richer. And again, 2 draw plays off the bat. We'll see if we can get going. 2 for 20. He's at 140, and then finishes it with pay the price. This might be a stall here. I don't think we're going to see this entire deck battle one. He is passing the Justin. Justin is only down 10. Real risky from Justin to go second game 2 after what he saw from PP Ferg in game 1. All right, combo deal comes out. Plus 10, draw 2 plays. It's expensive with 3 hot dogs, but it's one of the few plays that let you do 2 super great positives with drawing 2, plus get some increased hero power. He goes cheap addition. Got some options there. And he's taking full court press, which is probably the right move. So currently, game is at a tie, 140 to 140. Remember, PP Ferg was at 160. Played 2 for 20, got him down to 140. M. Justin's only played combo deal. Bring him up plus 10 to 140, and now he's running flipping glow, and it hits. This hero has a glow power. Flip a coin. Heads gets plus 20. Put him in the lead. M. Justin 1-0. Going in the battle 2. Okay, no substitutions. They both flip over a 150. M. Justin with the M50 glow. PP Ferg with the 150 still. Got M. Justin thinking. I wonder if he doesn't have the plays to draw. Yep, and it sounds like he's going to pass to PP Ferg with a battle tied. I really think the pay of the price is a big deterrent here with any kind of role plays that M. Justin might have. All right, PP Ferg comes up with crystal ball again. It hits. He rolled his number. He goes up, plays victory dinner, gets a recovery 2 dogs, and he takes battle 2. All right, we got PP Ferg flipping over 145 to M. Justin's 140. They do a hot dog check. Justin has 5 dogs left. Very common thing to ask your opponent how many dogs you have left, how many plays you got in your hand. All right, bpferg comes back with only still, seeing if he can shake things up, mess up that flipping glow. Up dog comes out, another great one there. As long as you have lower hot dogs, you get to recover 2 hot dogs and draw play. We talked about that with combo deal. All right, so currently up comes in with feast or famine, and then 10 per play. So goes up to 175, doesn't lock it down, gives Justin a chance to pass him up, only up 30. All right, Justin comes in 2 for 20. So goes down to 120. We'll see what this does here. Maybe he's given the round or given the battle, or if he has something up his sleeve. All right, we talked about hot dog recovery. Comes out with sundry snacks, and then following up with trash bandit. Recovering 3 hot dogs and deadline deal. One of my favorite plays in the game. Didn't matter what his power was. We are swapping power for 3 there. And Justin takes battle 3. All right, we got Justin substituting. He's taking out a 135 for a 155. I generally wouldn't recommend subbing for only 20 power of hero. Would like to see that at least 25 or more because it's 2 dogs for 10. But let's see what he got going here. He goes up 155 to 140 is what bpferg flipped over. So that sub did give him the lead, and he follows up with full court press. So I will shut my mouth. That was a great substitution there. He had to play 1 play, 2 dogs, and is up 3-1. All right, we're going on to battle 5. Justin flips over 135. bpferg 130. Justin goes with constellation combo, pretty much letting us know he's good to lose in the match. He's up 5, but bpferg can't lose this game, or that's the round. bpferg still flipper, gets it. That gives him the lead. See what else he has. And again, constellation combo. If you lose a battle, you get a play and a dog. And Justin right now is down to 0 dogs, so he will get 1 back. All right, bpferg goes refill and reload. The judge did step in and did say 45 minutes had passed. So if this was a live tournament, the game would be called, and bpferg would win 1-0. Well, technically, time would be called. They would let you finish this battle and play 1 more. Possibly, if Justin wins this, then the match would go 1-1 in a draw. Very common in live tournaments right now with a 45-minute deadline. All right, 3rd time charm, one of my favorites. For every tails, you get to draw a card. So even there, it only hit 1 tails. It's 1 draw. That's not a horrible scenario there. All right, reloads victory dinner. Everyone's pretty low in hot dogs, so this recovery is important. He uses his last one for that one, takes it. And so we have bpferg recovering 3 dogs, and for Constellation Combo, mjustin recovers 1. We're going into battle 6, 125 still and 3 dogs for bpferg, and a 155 with 1 hot dog for mjustin. bpferg against the ropes. He needs to come up 30. He runs recycle. He only had 3 cards left in his hand, none that were going to do it. So now he is down to 1 hot dog, still has to come up 30 to tie, and mjustin still would get his rebuttal. So great position for him. All right, bpferg lets you know, last ditch effort. Master Nada, 3 rolls to get a 6. It does not come up. No hot dogs left. He has to pass it, and he didn't get in the lead. So that is game 4-2. We are tied 1-1 here going into game 3. But because mjustin just won, honors gets passed back to bpferg, what I assume would be going first and see if he can't get his deck rolling. So I will say it does seem like they're struggling a little bit with hot dog recovery. That's to be expected without the bonus plays allowed. All right, no substitutions. bpferg flips over a 145 to a 115 from mjustin. Again, I think we're seeing bpferg front loading. He's trying to get through his deck. He's trying to use that still defense. I'm a little unsure on the 115 in battle 1 for mjustin here. But it looks like nobody plays anything. bpferg gets an easy battle 1 going into battle 2. mjustin is substituting. Maybe his hero draw wasn't great, but subs a 155 in to a 145 from bpferg. He's only down 10, but he does have honors. All right, bpferg comes in with 2 plays, follows up with cheap edition. Play booster comes up, and that's an easy grab. So bpferg has only used 3 hot dogs from the last 2 plays. mjustin used 2 from the substitution pretty early in the game. bpferg goes with the back of the dumps. Great card to go early, especially when your opponent doesn't have 3 to recover. Best when they have none to recover, but anything that's in that 0 to 2 range, definitely a big benefit. Okay, comes out with lucky 7. Again, remember, if you fail on the lucky 7 and you don't get 7 between 2 rolls, you have to discard a random hero. Typically, how you want to randomize, you want to roll a dice and let the dice figure out what hero you're going to discard. If you let your opponent pick, it's technically not randomized. All right, he's feeling confident. Feast or Famine comes out. Typically, you wouldn't want to play those first unless you're going to lock it down. 10 per play comes out. Nice. Already up to 195. And then here comes the play booster. Play booster works differently than the 10 per play. 10 per play does not count itself. So you count all the plays before then. Play booster does count itself. So you would pick draw for every play played, including play booster. So this is a 1, 2, 7 play draw card. Follows out with deep in the playbook. It's going to cost you. And then only upside an amazing play, even better when played after deep in the playbook. You're really getting through his deck here. Sacrifice and scheme, third time charge, and roll some plays. So at this point, he's still up 40 power. Hasn't locked it down yet. He's really getting through his deck here. So he's already played 13 plays. And it comes out with 2 for 20. He's pretty much drawn through his deck. I think he has a couple left there. But Flash Hill, Victory Dinner, Up Dog to get some hot dog recovery. Looking kind of low there. Picks up his last play, which may be what he was looking for. And there it goes. Still defense coming out right now. Going to take battle 2 in a 2-0 lead in game 3. All right, so this is week 1. We do see when newer players play through their deck, it does take a substantial amount of time. Again, if this was a live tournament, Swiss rounds are 45 minutes. So we definitely want to see people get real familiar with their deck, make sure that it's not overthinking or taking too long. So in this league, we're definitely letting people know, hey, this is 45 minutes. This is when the league would stop. Feel free to play on, but be mindful of the time. All right, before it flips over a 135, mjustin another 155 here. Starts it out with refill reload and automatically picks up that still defense. Again, we talked about these lockdown plays, how amazing they are. Which is interesting because there's the new checklist leagues that are coming out, and the lockdown plays just aren't in there for the checklist. So this will be a strategy we won't see in those. So curious to see how those play out. All right, follows up the refill and reload with the recycle. And this is close to the current meta, where you're able to use bonus plays, HD plays, and you're able to draw through your deck. You recycle it, pick up what you need, rinse and repeat. And this is supposed to be a little harder in this no HD, no bonus play tournament. Still, Flipper comes out. Such a tough play. Low DBS, but when you hit the tails, even though it doesn't cost anything, there's just no benefit. Such a great play when you flip the heads, but that 50-50 really hurts it. All right, deep in the playbook, back out. Followed up by Nasty or Nada. Great combo. Again, deep in the playbook costs you 0. Your opponent gets the benefit of the dice roll, but in this case, when you're trying to cycle through your deck, you're hoping they don't get a chance to play anyways. So drawing 3 cards for 1. And then here come the draw plays, sacrifice and scheme. Got to keep an eye on the hot dogs because that matters. And it's going to cost you. All right, 2 for 20. He's now doing 35. So at 100, roll some plays, which I like to combo that with deep in the playbook. Okay, only hit a 2, but with deep in the playbook, it counts a 3. Cheap edition. Okay, pulling up dog here from cheap edition. Probably the right call. Just being mindful of hot dog count. Instantly plays the up dog you picked up. Feast or famine. If he wins this, he's going to get 2 hot dogs back. On the flip side, if you lose with feast or famine, you lose a hot dog. So again, definitely want to make sure you play that with a still defense or full court press, some sort of lockdown. Or you play it second if you get the chance. All right, so drawing through his deck. 2 plays comes out. Then we have a flash sale, victory dinner for hot dog recovery, and then one of the best combos in the game, 10 per play. And you guys know what's coming last? Still defense. All right, bpferg goes up 3-0 in game 3. Okay, mjustin at this point isn't playing, has to substitute, got to get in the lead just to try to do something here. Substitutes a 155 again. bpferg 135. Let's see if you can do the sweep. Starts out with reload, picks up still defense, plays going back to back. We know what that is. All power the previous hero had now goes to the current hero. Follows up with still defense. Calls game. Mic drop. Tough way to lose a battle for mjustin. Going 4-0. Never got a chance to play. But again, thanks again for tuning in. This is Cursive. Remember to like and subscribe. We'll return next week for week 2, Battle Game of the Week.